Good morning, everybody. This is a beautiful day, overcast. We're going to have thunderstorms, and I love thunderstorms, but we may have high winds, and I don't like high winds. But this is the day that the Lord has made, and we're rejoicing in it. And I want to share this with you because I haven't had any of these, but when I got on that scale, put new batteries in it, it said to me, you weigh 167.2. Not good. Not good at all. I want to be 155 all the time. So, when I lost that weight before, for a while, I just had one pork weenie for breakfast and a cup of coffee. I have my coffee. This is going to be just like a little 4 or 5 minute thing because I got to go to Walmart. I'm going to get me some kitchen bouquet. I haven't had any kitchen bouquet, and I saw this girl cooking with it. Grandma Teresa, I think. She got her 1,000 subscribers, whoever she is. And first time I saw her, and she was making sausage, gravy, and biscuits. Now, I make sausage, gravy, and biscuits, but I make it different. And I may show you how. Because I can set up over at James's house. He's got such a neat kitchen, better than mine. But anyway, when I was at Kroger, I found these pork weenies, and they're all pork, the original. And when I was a little girl, at Central Barron, Indiana, Winnings was the name, and they made these original, and they had them, and that's what we used to buy. We would go through Central Barron. I had uncles and aunts that worked at Winnings. They paid the best, and my best girlfriend, Ramona, her daddy owned the meat packing company. They made bologna, pork chops, hot dogs, these pork weenies, and I just loved them. And Buddy and I would stop on the way out to the farm after he got out of the Navy, and we would buy 2 or 3 pounds of the weenies, or maybe it was before. I don't know. We would take 2 or 3 pounds of those pork weenies, and the boys would see us coming. Have you got the weenies? And they would build a fire outside in the yard, and they'd get them sticks, and we would roast weenies, and we'd bring buns, and you know, sometimes I'd bring pork and beans, and you could open them with some pickles, and you can have a picnic right in your own front yard. Like I said, little things is what makes life wonderful, that we do like that, and the memories I have of that is precious. So when I found them yesterday, I said, see, that bad scale has been talking bad now for 2 or 3 days about the 167. I put batteries in it this morning, and it was telling me the truth. This scale does pounds and kilograms. Said, you weigh 72 kilograms. I said, that don't sound too bad until you switch it and it says pounds. Don't sound good. So I'm going to the Walmart, and I'm going to buy some kitchen bouquet. I saw a woman yesterday, I think her name was Grandma Teresa, and she was celebrating. She got 1,000 subscribers. She's a new grandma, and I had not seen her before. And I just accidentally checked in on her. Well, I go through YouTube sometimes, don't you all, and look for people that might be interesting. Yes, we do. And so anyhow, she was making sausage gravy and biscuits. And I make sausage gravy differently. But, you know, the way she made it was pretty good because you didn't use as much grease. Because usually I use bacon grease to make my gravy. So, and when you use sausage, you need a little bacon grease. And I use bacon grease. And so I'm thinking seriously, and I share everything with y'all. I'm thinking seriously of James has got a perfect setup over there. And I could set it up to where I can cook and talk to you and still say hello. So I may do that. Thinking seriously. It would be so much easier than my little old crowded kitchen. His house is not that crowded. It's more spacious, and he's got a gas stove. But you know what? I like that pork weenie. I just popped it in the microwave till it popped, and then I don't eat. It's a natural casing, if you know what I mean. That's intestines of the pig. And when I was a little girl, we used to kill hogs, and we killed one big hog every year. And my mom would clean out the intestines of the hog that we killed, and we would use them for different things, to put sausage in, and you got to clean them. And she would have her a big pot, and she would clean them. We had such good pork, and the day that you killed a hog, Daddy always bought a mess of pork loin, and we fried it like pork chops, and it'd be so good with biscuits and gravy. Now I'm going to make hamburger gravy, and I thought I might learn how to make that and let y'all learn with me. I don't know. I've got so many ideas floating through my head. Oh, and I was going to tell you, maybe I'm taking more than 5 minutes after all. I don't know. But anyway, I went to this dentist yesterday, and they want to make you a partial. Make you a partial. Baloney Maroney. I don't want no partial. No, thank you. In years past, I had this dentist. James had him, and it was when I first married James. And I had a tooth missing, so he made me a partial. And I tell you the truth, I can eat better without a partial than I can with it. I threw that thing away, so I don't want no more. So I've been praying about it. And last night when I was, when you pray and meditate, you lay in bed and you think of a lot of things. And I remembered this Dr. Hartman that I went to a few years ago. I've been to so many dentists, and he was real expensive, but he was good. So I'm going to go to him again, and I'm going to ask him what we should do. And I think he might do implants, or he can fix me up. Because one time, and I just remembered this, now his grandmother was Sister Hartman that went to our church at Assembly of God down on Silver Street when I was a young mother. Now, where's my Kleenex? My nose is dripping like a sieve. Me and Granny Pat have trouble with that sometimes, don't we, Pat? I was watching her. She's just so sweet. I just love her. Anyway, I love a lot of those grandmas, but she's special. So, where was I? Oh, yeah. Sister Hartman. Now, Sister Hartman was a woman of God, and she would preach, and she called Buddy when he went on the evangelistic field. She says, and our pastor, Brother Drost, she says, these are my boys. And she got sick, and she was in a wheelchair. And she moved across the street from the church, and they run a line so she could hear the sermons when Brother Drost preached. She was such a sweet woman. She said, these are my boys. And she prayed for them and prayed blessings on them. Anyhow, Sister Hartman's husband was an older man. I mean, he was in his 70s, and though she was a woman of God, he had never accepted the Lord as his Savior. But do you know, he came to church, gave his heart to the Lord, and do you know Brother Drost baptized him? Talk about rejoicing. Sister Hartman just rejoiced. She had prayed for him all those years. I mean, I prayed 18 years for Buddy Baird, my first husband, before he got saved and truly gave his life to the Lord. And she prayed a lot longer than that. But anyhow, this Dr. Hartman that I'm going to is a grandson. And I had discussed, and I had forgot all about him because I've been to so many dentists, because some of them I don't like, and some of them I just say they don't do as good. But one time, I had a tooth that was hurting so bad, and it needed to be pulled right away. And I didn't know Dr. Hartman at that time. But I gave him a call, and I told him I was in a pickle, and I needed a tooth out, and I needed it now. He said, come on in. I mean, he said, come on in. I will take care of that. And I went in, and he took care of that. And I had forgot all about him. So, see, the Lord helps us. Because I was praying, Lord, where can I find a good dentist? I called my daughter, Kim. I said, Kim, have you got a good dentist? She said, no, I don't. I don't like my dentist. Sometimes you just don't get along with them very good. You don't like what they do. But Dr. Hartman never displeased me. And I was happy to get that out, and I never did go back again. I kept getting emails from him, but I didn't need anything else till now. And so he's closed on Wednesday, and this is Wednesday. So I got to shut up and run to the Walmart. I'm going to buy me some kitchen bouquet, because when that woman, Grandma Teresa, made her gravy, she put just, and I used to use kitchen bouquet all the time. It browns stuff, and your gravy can be brown. And I thought, I want to experiment with that again. I used to use it in everything. My soups, my stews. That kitchen bouquet is good. They buy it you can buy it by the quart on Amazon. I don't need that much. I don't cook that much. Well, anyway, I'm going to run on to the Walmart. So I'll talk to y'all later, and y'all walk that path now where Jesus would be pleased with you. Gotta go. Love you.